Dawn and I like to, when we have some time, our family likes to go to Pine Mountain, Georgia, and we love hiking. And as a family, we try, when the weather's nice and when we have some time, which is not very often, to go to Pine Mountain and to take, long walks along the trail. And if you've been on the Pine Mountain Trail, if you haven't been on the trail, you guys really need to go check it out. It's one of the best trails in the Southeast. I'm not kidding you. But if you've been on the trail's rocky, the trail is steep. It's one track. There's really very few paces on this entire 23-mile trail where you can walk side by side. So somebody has to lead when we're on the trail. And we tend to take change places when we're on the trail, and we allow the children to lead. And often, one of our children will take turns leading the family along the trail, and I walk right behind the first child. And all the rest of them are right behind me. Now, it's kind of hard to get off of the trail and to go through the woods, but I guess you could do it. And so that's one of the reasons why I walk behind whoever's in the front taking the lead. Often, Dawn walks in the back of the pack. And here's something that, if you think about it, you'll recognize with me. Which gives you the better picture of the whole family and how the whole family is doing? Being the one on the front of the trail, blazing the trail and seeing the family is behind you? Or being the one in the back of the pack who sees the whole family in front of you and sees how every one of them are doing and how they're all hanging in there? Obviously, you get a better perspective of the whole family by submitting and by being in the back of the pack. And we tend to really, really recognize and exalt the one who's in the front of the pack, who's leading the way. But in reality, oftentimes, the better leader is in the back of the pack because she can see the bigger picture. And maybe one of the reasons why God has asked ladies to lead the family from the back of the pack is because she gets a much better perspective than the father who's leading from the front of the pack. Men, you have a role to play in the family that has an incredible responsibility that goes along with it, to lead like God the Father would lead. But ladies, your role may be even more challenging. Your role is to show your family what Jesus is like. And in our society today, that is a challenge.